Hi everyone, welcome to Becky's Crafts and Goodies. I hope you're all okay. Now today we've got a Christmas Eve gift bag idea. I've also got a box idea as well, which is coming up at the end of this video. And now I like to do Christmas Eve boxes, but I thought it'd be quite nice if you wanted to scale it down a little bit, but still give something for Christmas Eve. I thought it'd be really nice to do these little gift bags. They're a lot cheaper, but you're still able to give that little sort of hot chocolate treat on Christmas Eve if you want to. So they're really, really cute, and I'm going to show you how to make them now. So first of all, I bought some of these bags, just the brown bags from, where did I get these from? The Works. They were £2 and you got 4 in a pack. So you just get your bag. Now what we need to do is to make a pom-pom, because we're going to decorate this so it looks like Rudolph. So there's different ways you can do this. You can get the little pom-pom makers. You can cheat and buy the ones that are already done. Now these are not red, so this is why I'm not using them. You know, you can get little craft packs that have got all these sorts of things in. They would be fine. You could use buttons, anything that's sort of round and Rudolph nosy that you could use. I'm going to show you how I made this pom-pom. So I haven't used a pom-pom maker. What I have done is drawn round, I think it was the inside of a cutter, but it's kind of the inside shape of a toilet roll. So you could use that. So you need 2 of those. And then what you need to do is I just drew another circle freehand and then cut that out, and you need 2 of those. So that's how you start and make a pom-pom. So obviously Rudolph, his nose is red. So this came from Poundland. It's a really, really, really nice red colour. So I'm going to show you how to start a pom-pom off. If you've got a pom-pom maker, if you've made these a million times, then obviously you won't need this, but there will be people out there that don't know how to make them. So cut yourself a piece off. You can't obviously poke the whole of that roll through because it won't work. So what I do is start through there. So what you want to do is hold it with your fingers, get your wool and poke it through like that. And you've got to do that lots and lots of times to cover this cardboard. So just keep going in and out. And then when you've used up all of this wool, what you need to do is just tie another bit on the end, cut the excess and then keep going. So you just keep wrapping it around like that. Here's one I did earlier, Blue Peter style. And as you can see, I've gone quite tight, so there's just a tiny little hole in the middle. And I'll show you now how to make that into a pom-pom. So cut yourself another piece of wool. And if you remember, inside we had 2 bits of cardboard there. And the reason we have 2 is because we're going to cut as best we can in between those. You get your scissors and we're going to start and snip, but as you're doing it, hold this part with your fingers because it will kind of unravel. So you're just cutting like this all the way around. So there you go, you've gone all the way around. Then you get a piece of wool, and what we want to do is to open these little bits here where the cardboard is, and we're going to put the wool in between there. So you go all the way around until they meet. So they're literally round like that. And then what you do is just tie a double knot. So one nice and tight, and then another one like that. Then we need to take off these not plastic, the cardboard bits. Now incidentally, you can use any cardboard, you can use cereal packets, but it needs to be thick-ish, so I'd probably double up if you use a cereal packet. You can use old boxes if you had like Amazon delivery or something, just save those. They're probably the best thickness. You just have to pull those off. So you can do any size as well. Obviously the size of the circle depends on the size of your pom-pom. And there we have a really, really sweet reindeer nose. Now, if you wanted to make key rings and stuff, this would be just exactly how you made them, and you can keep that bit on if you wanted to. But obviously we need to trim those bits off just to the same size as the rest of the pom-pom. So we're going to stick that on the middle. We're also going to stick on some googly eyes. Now the eyes that I've got are not the small ones. So you want big-ish eyes to stick on, and we also want some antlers. So we're going to use candy canes for those. So I'm going to stick the candy canes on first. Just grabbing my tape. Just because of the glue that I'm going to use, it'll be easier to do the candy canes first. So what you want to do is get your candy canes, put them in, just go down about that much. Then get yourself some tape. You'll probably want a couple of bits of tape. Do it so the curved bit is facing outwards. Stick a couple of bits of tape down. Oops. So it looks like that. They do look quite nice at an angle as well, if you wanted to do them at an angle. So I'll just do the other one. Just try and get them the same height if you can. It is a little bit fiddly. Just stick them down. There we go. So we've got those on. I'm going to stick our nose on. Now for this, we're going to use some fabric glue. This is high tack fabric, Fabri-Tac, anything like that is the sort of thing that you want. Splodge some of that on. I'm going to stick that in the middle. Just hold that on there. And then we're going to stick our googly eyes on as well. I'm going to use the same glue for that. Now I'm just going to turn this a little bit so I can see. I'm standing to the side. There we go. But how cute are these? They are so lovely. You don't have to spend a lot of money on the contents either. That's the thing. So while that's drying, I'm going to show you how I made the tag. So I thought, really, if you're giving a few, you need to know who you're giving them to. So what I've done is I've made these little gift tags to go on them. Super, super, super easy to make. What we've got here is just a plain craft tag. Now you can cut these out. If you haven't got a tag maker, you can just cut these out freehand. You can use a tag maker. I bought these, I think, maybe from AliExpress or somewhere like that, already done. So what I'm going to do is go around the edge with some distress ink. Something like something gold would also look quite nice. If you've got like some gold rub, that would look quite good. So I'm just going around. You don't have to do this, but I thought it just added a little bit of something. So just go around with that, and then we're going to pop some bits and bobs on the top just to kind of make it look a bit more festive. So I'll grab myself some ribbon. This is just normal curling ribbon, and cut myself a piece off. What I'm going to do is fold it in half like that, and then put that half through that little hole there, and then pull that through, and then pull that part through there. And then we're going to stick on these little bits and bobs, some hot glue, a splodge on there. This is literally, I've just cut a little bit of greenery, I'll show you actually. In this little tub here, I've just cut a piece off one of these. They're just easy done. This here is just off this little sprig, and there were some loose berries in that little set we had. So literally that's all I'm sticking on. But if you've got natural kind of stuff outside, you could use those. You could even spray some acorns, pine cones, that sort of thing. Pop those on. I'm just going to stick this berry on the bottom. I just thought it made it look quite sweet. You could put anything on. You could just stick stickers on, you know, you could do anything. So that is your tag. And then all I did is get that, do a little shimmy under the first tie handle, and I'm just tying it tightly so it's at the top. I thought, really, you do need a tag, you know, if you're making a few of these. And I thought if we can make them as pretty as possible, they'll look nice. So once you've tied that on, just get this end and we just want to curl it just to make it look pretty. So I'm just being careful not to knock these bits because they haven't dried yet. And there we have our bag. What I'm going to do is show you one that I made earlier because this one's dry, and that is what they look like. They're super cute, aren't they? So we'll leave that to one side just to dry, and I'll show you what bits and bobs I'm going to put in them. So in Poundland they had some of this shredded hamper paper. You could use tissue paper, that would be really good, but I thought if I use a bit of this, so we'll just open the bag, pop a bit in there just as a bit of packaging, a little bit of cushioning. And in this one I'm going to pop a mug. This came from the range, Merry Christmas mug. And what else can we put in? So I'm just going to pop one of these Malteser chocolates in. Also for Christmas Eve, nice hot chocolate. This is literally 4 tablespoons of the instant hot chocolate. I put that in a bag, then cut that off. Then I've put some of these marshmallows in. I love these multicoloured ones. Literally put it in a bag and curled some ribbon. That's all you need to do. That can go in there. Now that's great for an older child. If you've got a younger child, you can put in some Santa's key. You can put a Santa's key, and you can also put some reindeer food as well. I've done previous videos on those, so I'm going to link those down below for you. But I think they're absolutely gorgeous. Not expensive at all. So it's a really cheap kind of Christmas Eve idea, but they look so sweet. So imagine giving those out to the kids. I also want to show you as well, just another quick idea. Same sort of thing, but we're not using the bags. So these boxes came from Poundland. They have some slightly larger ones, but I thought this size holds a mug really nicely. So you could do the same thing, get some of this shredded paper. They had all sorts of different colours. I thought that would go nice with this colour. And then maybe a mug could go in that. You could put hot chocolate in there. Again, for a younger child, you can put, you know, the reindeer food and things like that. If it's an older child, then maybe this Yankee candle or something like that. That would be nice. So, you know, it's just a case, let's put that down there. It's just a case of having like a look about, seeing what you can find. You don't have to spend a lot. You know, it's a nice Christmas Eve present. You could make a gift tag for that if you wanted as well. That would look really nice stuck on there. You could make a big bow. You could, you know, wrap the ribbon around, make a big bow on the front. That would look really, really cute. Again, for the same one, they've got some green shred. So I thought green would look nice with that. If you've got older boys, you know, you could put, even if you wanted to do this as a gift present, you could do this. You could put a gift card inside, you know, maybe some games that they like playing, some toiletries would be nice. You know, bits like that for Christmas Eve. I think boys generally like chocolate, don't they? So, you know, again, you can just mix and match, put various different bits, as much or as little as you want in. Let me just grab that hot chocolate one out there just to show you. That looks cute. Yeah, you don't have to spend a lot, but they're just really, really sweet, cute presents. That's it. So there are gift bag and gift box ideas for Christmas Eve. And as you can see, they took no time at all to put together. They were really, really cheap. You can put whatever contents you like in, depending on the age. Girl or boy, anything like that. Put a tiny little car in, little tiny toys. You know, it doesn't have to be expensive. Even some colouring pencils, a little sticker book, anything like that. You can pick lots of those bits up from places like Home Bargains, Poundland. You know, you don't have to spend a fortune, but it really is a nice little Christmas Eve gift, and it does keep the kids occupied when they're so excited on Christmas Eve. You really don't have to spend a fortune at all. So if you have enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Also comment, because it really does help my channel, and I love reading all the comments too. If you think this might interest your friends, then you can also share it with them. So that's it for me. I hope you're enjoying all our Christmas videos, and we will see you soon. Take care. Bye for now.